So this keyboard uses Matthias switches, which is a modified ALP switch. They come pre-lubricated. This board is not sold by Matthias, but they sell the switches in bulk. And they were soldered into this board. I thought I'd give it a try. I'm mainly a Cherry and Cherry MX clone kind of user, but okay, so while I was recording that, there was kind of a loud noise. I think that either my battery exploded in here and is causing pressure. There's a drive bay right here for a mechanical drive, and it's causing pressure on the drive to make it make a bunch of noise, and I'm thinking that because it's swollen right here, there's a bunch of pressure. Or the drive failed, which is another possibility. So we gotta go buy mini screwdrivers too to open up this fucking... Why? Oh well, that's okay. So as I was saying before my computer exploded, Matthias switches, they're a linear switch, Alps clone. They're pretty good. Very, very, very lightweight. They were designed for stenographers. So they're good type-in switches, and they have a small amount of tactility on the bottom, even though they're linear, and they're basically as quiet as any rubber dome. But they still do make... this has more to do with the mounting in a really shitty plastic case with really terrible keycaps too, but they do make quite a bit of noise, especially on the upstroke. Anyways, they've been causing me a lot of problems with key chatter, especially on this upper row and tab. Essentially what key chatter is when the switch doesn't properly clear when it's activated. So sometimes it acts as a double press, sometimes a triple press, sometimes it'll just not register properly at all. But yeah, I'm having a lot of difficulties with it, so I think that we're going to go buy maybe a 60% or 10 keyless Cherry MX Black or 60% or 10 keyless Cherry MX Brown to replace this for right now. Noise is kind of an issue because I'm in a little jail cell right now, and I don't really want to bother my companions around here. Another thing that we'll look for when we're buying it is, I hate metal stabilizers. Metal stabilizers suck. Companies like Leopold and Philco, no, I think that Philco still uses them, Poker, and other companies like that. Vortex, I think that this is a KB Paradise, which there's some connection between them and Vortex, I think. But the Poker 2 and Poker 3 have... essentially what you do is you put 3 switches here with 2 stabilizer switches on the sides, and 1 of the normal switches in the middle so that it acts stabilized. But metal stabilizers suck. I hate metal stabilizers, especially on the spacebar. It makes it really noisy and shit. So what we're looking for, it needs to have the option to swap caps lock and control, because my brain is backwards. It hopefully will have no metal stabilizers, and 60% or 10 keyless with Cherry MX Black, Red, or Browns. Let's see what we can find. Some Sam Hyde style vertical video. That's going to be the next big breakthrough. Somebody's going to make a cell phone with 2 cameras on the front. One is going to shoot in landscape while you have your phone in the actually useful grip. So we're going to go to the Yongsan electronics market. There's a police station right there. They just parked their car on the sidewalk. It's pretty dope. So we're in a tunnel, but it doesn't smell like piss. I walked under a bridge earlier this week and I was surprised to find the same. one of the many joys. So it's that building on the right there. We want to go in. It's got everything you need, dude. There are like a million different PC build shops all along the first and second floor, so we'll go look at those too, but we're on a mission. Some MSI branding. Yeah, I got off at that station over there last time. It's like a walkway. I can't see my screen because of the glare, but yeah, it's like I'm looking at myself. There's that walkway over there. It's the Yongsan station. I would have needed to make like 3 extra transfers, so pretty convenient. This is where all your graphics cards with the flash firmware come from, dude. Power supplies for $10. That's the best they got. A 960 for $90. That ain't that bad. The Holy Land. Those are cheap as fuck. I guess they're not 1080. 1600 by 900 for $45, so that ain't that bad. Especially if you're running a low spec system. Just generic stuff. Mouse mats and crappy boards. Those are cool cases though. So it doesn't take long to find them. Most of these are like build shops. Those would be like different products, you know, pre-built. These are all build shops, right? So they just have different price ranges. i7 7700K, 8 gigs of RAM, GTX 1060. It seems kind of expensive. It's like, how much can you get a 7700K for? And a motherboard chip itself is worth like 300 or 400. Motherboard an extra 100. 1060s are, oh, it's a 3 gig too. 1060 3 gig you can get for what? $210? I don't know. Seems pretty expensive. The seat zone. That's new. Even have box switches. These are box whites. Some good candidates, but we'll check upstairs first. Bo Burnham must be doing pretty good, dude. The Koreans are pirating his 8th grade movie. Same with Next Gen and Madoka Magica ripoff. Back to more vertical video. Bought myself a Ducker keyboard. Cherry MX Browns. The selection for keyboards with dip switches, if it doesn't have dip switches, there's really no chance that you're going to be able to properly software swap, control, and caps lock, so we're a little limited. Got fishes. Those are black boys. Alrighty, all the screws are out. I'm thinking blown up battery. Let's see. What do you know? Blown up battery. Look at this fucking thing. Holy shit, it's mega warped. Look at that. Damn. Alrighty.